Hello there, Nick at Hostcomm here, and this is a quick video to show you our Behaviour Live report, which is part of our AI-powered interaction analytics module, which is a part of our hosted contact center service. So as you can see here, we've got a live report which is updating every time a new call has been analysed by the AI, and as you can see here, we're analysing for specific behaviour objectives of the call center agents. So for example, we've got active listening, clarity of communication, compliance, empathy, rapport, and an overall satisfaction score. And we've got an overall score. Now we can color code these reports, and this is entirely configurable by our clients. So if we look in here, we can see, well, first of all, you can separate out which teams are displayed. So you can set up different profiles for different teams. Or you can include and exclude specific campaigns if you want to, things like that. And then we can also choose which objectives are displayed and how they're formatted. So for example, we've got formatting here whereby we're showing different colours. So obviously red's something to be alarmed about and for the supervisors to look at and potentially address, and obviously green's good, but you can configure it entirely how you want to. So why is it analysing these particular objectives here? Well, that's because we've created some rules. So the rules will dictate which calls are analysed and what they're analysed for. So we've got a sales performance rule set up here. So if we look down here, we can see we can filter for which calls are to be analysed. So we can filter by perhaps the phone number that was dialed or that was presented, from specific data sets. Maybe the calls were made from a certain campaign or into a specific inbound queue. Or let's say, for example, you've got a new starter and you just want to analyse their calls, make sure they're being compliant. So we can filter by agent ID or just status. So for example, if you just want to analyse your calls that were dispositioned with a particular sales status and you want to make sure that they're compliant. You can do other things. So as part of the analysis, first of all, you're having to transcribe that speech into text, and then as part of that transcription process, we can offer PII redaction or PCI redaction services, and then we can choose which LLM model we want to analyse with, because some lend themselves better to certain types of applications than others. And then we're giving the AI a role. And then we're choosing which objectives within that rule we want to analyse. So if we then look at some of those objectives, if I go into objectives, I look at active listening. So we're saying that we want a thorough description of how the agent displayed active listening during the call and to identify specific sections of that transcript where that was evident. And then we could also give each objective a grading. So in this case, we've got it to score as a percentage, but equally you might want to have it as a descriptive label. For example, the sentiment or the mood of the agent. So you can have happy, sad, depressed. You can basically put whichever descriptions you want to in there. Or you might want to have integer 1 to 10 scoring, let's say percentage, or if it's compliance, did they say this, yes or no? Then obviously you might want a Boolean yes or no response. So you can create your own objectives, they're fully customizable, create your own scoring mechanism, and then create your own rule to choose which of those objectives are within that rule. So you can have different rules for different types of calls made from different campaigns, etc. So that then arrives, so obviously the results will come back as individual call scoring, and by the way, AI is very quick at doing this. So for example, a 30-minute phone call could be analysed, transcribed, analysed, and the results returned within a minute. So it's a lot quicker than a human being can do it, and obviously it's a lot more consistent because AI doesn't get into moods. So it's going to score the same calls consistently on a Monday morning as it would on a Friday afternoon. So again, we go back to the Behaviour Live and press play, and it's updating live. So there you go, quick overview of Behaviour Live, part of the Interaction Analytics module on the Hostcomm Contact Pro hosted contact center service. Thanks for watching.